offer pranams thousands of times the feet of our Gurudev, on Vishnupad Sri Srimatsi Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, our Rupanuga Guru Parampara, all devotees, guests, family members. Thank you for hosting us. Thank you for having us. So tonight, I want to discuss a little bit about Shri Krishna. Who is he? Very difficult to understand. No? In the beginning of creation, then Brahmaji, you know the story, right? Brahmaji was thinking, where am I? Who am I? What is my duty? Where have I come from? So, he could understand. He was sitting on one huge lotus.
Come sit here.
It's all right.
That's fine. I can sit here. Thank you.
No, sit there. Be comfortable.
No, I can sit here.
Quickly, don't disturb. Thank you. Where are you going?
I'm going to sit over there.
With your gammy leg. Go back.
So,
No, that's
okay.
fine.
So where am I? Who have I come? Where have I come from? What is my duty? He could not understand. So first he tried to find this lotus. Where does it come from? What is the cause? What is the source? So for thousands of years he went through that lotus, but he could not reach the beginning. We cannot understand where we come from. No? What's your name again? Turajan. No? Tanuja. What's your mother's name? How do you know she's your mother? You could not see. Who put you in the womb of your mother? You could not see, right? So we don't know where we come from by our own effort. But mother knows. No? Therefore Brahmaji failed. By his own effort, he could not understand, where am I? What is my dharma? So he returned back to the lotus and was sitting there. He heard a voice, tapa. Tapa means austerity. Do some effort. Do some meditation. So for thousands of years he meditated. Then finally, Krishna appeared before him. Krishna spoke the Vedic knowledge. No? Therefore, in the beginning of creation, the Adi Guru, Bande Krishnam Jagat Guru, that is Krishna himself. He spoke this knowledge to Chaturmukh Brahma. Therefore, some call Brahma Adi Guru, the first spiritual master. That time Brahma spoke 100 verses, that is Brahma Samhita. Now only one chapter remains, 5th chapter. So there Brahmaji said, Pantasta koti satabatsara sampragamya vayor atapi manaso muni pungabanam supi asti prapti avachintya tattva govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajan. He said, I give pranam to Govinda, Adi Purush, the original person, the original personality. Even the Muni Pungabanam, the expert Munis, yogis, rishis, at the speed of the mind, they run for thousands of years, but they cannot even reach his toenails. To that Govinda, I offer pranams. Okay, Purushottam? Just pay attention. Don't worry about anything. Okay, so, because you're disturbed, everyone behind you will be disturbed. This is parampara. So, tonight we want to speak a little bit about Lord Brahma. Some people think I will understand Bhagavan by my high birth. But no one can be higher birth than Lord Brahma. He is the first Brahmana. He took Gayatri Mantra direct from the Supreme Lord himself. No? So no one can be higher than him by birth, or by knowledge, no? Or by lifespan. Brahmaji lives hundreds of millions of years. One day of Brahma is 1,000 Divya Yugas, 1,000 Kalpas. One day of Brahma. So who can understand? Brahma could not understand the Supreme Lord by his knowledge, his beauty, his wealth, his high birth, his knowledge of the Vedas. Then we should also give up independent efforts to understand him. No? So Krishna was so high tattva. The Rig Veda describe Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Parasata Pasyanti Suryo Divya Chakshus Atatam. Rig Veda describe all the devas they look up at the feet of Vishnu in the sky. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Sada Pashyanti Surya. All the Suras, all the demigods look up to the abode of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Okay? So, Brahma is called the creator of this universe. Brahmapad. How many universes are there? Millions. Each universe have a Brahma. Each universe have a Shiva. Each universe have a Ganesh, Indra, Vayu, Chandra, Agni. No? These are positions. No? Like we have Prime Minister. One Prime Minister goes, positions, another person gets the position. So millions of universes, millions and millions of Brahmas, millions of Shivas, millions of Ganeshas. No? But can they understand the Supreme Lord? Not so easy for them also. Especially Krishna is most difficult to understand. No? Why? If someone walked in this room with 4 hands, what would be the first thing you would think? You would think this is a not human being. So Lord Narayan, 4 hands. Therefore the first thing you think when someone thinks of God, God will be like that. Not human-like. Like Lord Narayan. Understand? Lord Narayan has no mother and father. Right? Lord Narayan has no children. Lord Narayan has no brother. Lord Narayan never went to Gurukul. Lord Narayan even no marriage. But generally, where Lakshmi came, when was the marriage of Lakshmi Narayan? That is eternal relationship. So Lord Narayan is not so confusing, but Lord Ram is more confusing, more difficult to understand, because human-like. Understand? Human-like. Lord Ram has mother, father. Lord Ram has wife. Lord Ram has brothers. Lord Ram went to Gurukul. Why God needs to go to Gurukul? He knows everything. Therefore Lord Ram's Leela is more difficult to understand even than the pastimes of Bhagavan Narayan. Understand? One time Garuda was there. Okay, when Ram and Lakshman were defeated by Meghnad, Ravan's son. Then he bound them by the Nagpas. Some snake weapon is there. Very tightly bound. They fell unconscious. That time Narad Muni said to Garuda, you go there and help to Ram and Lakshman. So Garuda means snake is always afraid of eagle. Like Mexican flag, right? There's an eagle with a snake in his claw. So when Garuda came, then the snakes became afraid, escaped, and Ram and Lakshman was rescued. He saved their life. Then Garuda became confused. Who can rescue the Supreme Lord? Supreme Lord have unlimited strength. Then why he needs my help? Many confusions came even in the mind of Garuda. Who is Ram? Who is Lakshman? Because doing like human being. No? But still, Mahajada Purushottam Ram, if we hear his Leela, you can understand this is not human because perfect. Ram never lie, Ram never cheat, Ram never steal, Ram never divert from religiosity. Right? Perfect example of the Vedic rules and regulations. No? So Ram is difficult to understand, but not too much, because his character is perfect. But if you examine the character of Krishna, become astonished. What is this? Krishna is lying. Krishna is cheating. Krishna is stealing. What else he's doing? Cannot say what he's doing. No. There's so much astonishing Leela. No. So this all Krishna's activity is harmonized by his sweetness, by his beauty. Krishna steals from the gopis, but gopis never feel sad. Gopis feel too much happy. Everything is harmonized by his beauty, his attraction power. Krishna means one who attracts all souls. No? So to understand Krishna will be the most difficult, because like a human being. No? Nilingam, Parabrahma Nilinga Niyojanat. The Supreme Absolute Truth hiding like a human being. Not a Vat, not a Lila. Like human being. No? Narayan has no birth, no mother, father. Krishna has birth. No? Lord Narayan has no brother. Krishna has brother. Krishna has beloveds. Krishna has uncles, aunties, cousins, relatives. No? Therefore, when many people study the character of Krishna, they become bewildered. God means unlimited. But Krishna behaving like a person of this world. No? Therefore, the 10th canto, which described Krishna Lila, this is the most confidential, most difficult to understand. Where's my bag? So, tonight we want to hear something along this line. Even great, great persons bewildered by Krishna's activities. No? So, Tamil, no? Huh? Okay, take it. So, Krishna always resides in the spiritual world. We call that Golok Vrindavan. No? That is completely different from this place. Here is time. Here is earth, water, fire, air, ether. But there, nothing material is there. No? Krishna says, that abode of mine, not illuminated by the sun, not illuminated by the moon. Right? Sun is the presiding deity of the senses. Understand? When sun rise, we wake up. So sun control the senses, and moon control mind. When someone loses their mind, we call them lunatic. Crazy. So sun and moon control the senses and the mind. But Krishna says, my abode, that cannot be understood by the mind or the senses. That is beyond this creation. So many, many universes, Krishna comes to these universes. Why Krishna comes to the material world? What do you think, sister? Why Krishna comes here? He ran out of food there? What happened?
Yeah, wanted to help people see the light.
Right. He's so kind, so merciful. He does not need anything or anyone. Everything is there. No, Chintamani prakara sadmasakal prabriksu laksarita sasurabi abhipalayantim Lakshmi sahasra sata sambram sevamanam govindamadi purusham tamham bhajami. There is millions of Lakshmis serving him. No shortage. They're the dust is jewels, made of jewels, Chintamani. The trees, wish-fulfilling trees, whatever you want, they give you. Krishna have no shortage. So why he comes to the material world? He's very kind, very merciful. We have forgotten him, but he never forgets us. So, yada yada hi dharmasya grani bharata bharata abhutanama dharmasya tadatmajam srijamyaham. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I come in every age, every day of Brahma I come. No? Why? Padatanaya sadhanam, to protect the sadhus and to destroy the demons, the non-devotees. I have come to protect religion age after age. So every universe there's a Brahma, and millions of universes. No? And Krishna visiting each universe, one by one. Why? If Krishna never come to this world, how could we know him? We would not know him. If Krishna had not come to this world, who would know the name Krishna? Who would know the form of Krishna? The qualities of Krishna? The pastimes of Krishna? This Nam, Rup, Guna, Lila, name, form, qualities of Krishna, this is boat to cross the ocean of birth and death. Right? Can you cross the ocean of birth and death holding onto the tail of a dog? So yoga, karma, these are like tail of dog. Cannot take you across ocean of birth and death. So Brahma, he gets a chance to sometimes see the pastimes of Krishna in his universe. So we want to hear what happened. No? So, don't think just by seeing Krishna you will understand him. If Krishna walked in here now, what would you do?
Say hi.
Would we? Think, why this black fellow enter my house? Does he even have a visa for England? We would see him as human being because we do not have proper qualification. So even Brahma saw Krishna. Even Brahma become confused. So we will hear. So, and Krishna is doing his Leela. What is God doing every day? Mr. Puma, what's he doing? No, he has better things to do. What's your life? Our life's so boring, right? We are so bored with our own lives, we spend most of it watching the mobile, watching what other people do. So don't think that God only watching what we do. No, he has his own life, his own activities, and that is full of bliss, full of ecstasy. That is his Leela. No? So every day Krishna has his eternal day. That is called the Nitya Leela, uppercut Leela. So every day Krishna wakes up, then mother comes, wakes him up. Come on, Krishna, you have many things to do today. All friends come, bathe him, decorate him, massage him, put on new outfit. He takes bath, brushes his teeth. Then he goes for cow grazing, for milking. Then some wrestling, some sport early in the morning. Then he goes for breakfast. Radharani has cooked hundreds of thousands of preparations. Krishna takes that with his friends, so much laughing and joking. Like this, then he goes cry. Krishna has his eternal day. If we are qualified, one day you will also enter that abode and join Krishna's pastimes to serve him. Therefore it says, Mukti-api lila-nam vigraham bhagavat bhajante. After liberation, the soul gets a form to serve Krishna. Mukti-api lila-nam vigraham bhagavat bhajante. Bhajan means to serve. So when the soul is qualified, the soul will get a position in Krishna Leela. You think London is your eternal home? Where is your eternal home? Where do you belong? Here? Where? Huh?
I don't know.
Back home. Back to Godhead. That is our plan, mission. So, Krishna goes cow grazing, and he has millions and millions of friends. And all these friends, their mothers and fathers think Krishna is my son. Krishna has millions of mothers, millions of fathers, millions of friends, millions of beloveds because he is unlimited. So each mother cooks and gives to her son. This is for Krishna. And in the park, in the forest, they have Bhojan Leela taking. So each boy opens his package, and Krishna is Yogeshwara, unlimited yogic power. Each boy thinks Krishna is taking lunch with me today. Millions and millions of boys and millions of Krishnas, but no one knows there's millions of Krishnas. Everyone thinks there's only one Krishna, and today he's with me because he loves me the most. That is God. Fully satisfy everyone. So boy says, this one is very nice. They bite, this one is very good. They push in the mouth of Krishna. And Krishna eats very happily. Different sweets, different chutneys, different parathas, pakoras. Sometimes the boys joke with each other. Krishna takes a pakora, pulls out the cauliflower, puts a chili in. Oh, Madhumangal, this one is very good. Krishna has one friend, Madhumangal, very fat. Too much joking. He served Krishna by making everybody laugh. That's his service. So sometimes Krishna also make him laugh. Oh, Madhumangal very greedy, always eating too much. So Krishna says, Madhumangal, this pakora is very nice. Close your eyes. And Krishna push in his mouth. But what's in there? Chili. So Madhumangal, he bites his chili, he's crying, tears are flowing from his eyes. All boys laughing so much. Everyone brings a lunch bag, but Madhumangal's lunch bag is like 10 times bigger than everyone else's. One boy closes his eyes from behind. Another boy pulls down his dhoti. They open his lunchbox and distribute it everywhere. In this way, so much laughing, so much joking. So, Brahma was watching this. He was watching this. Brahma have no experience. This is God. Because in Brahma Lok, Right? This universe have 14 planetary systems. We are called this Bulok, Earth planet, Bu. No? Here is the middle, we are the 7th system, because in Earth planet, not too much enjoyment, something is there, and not too much suffering. Here is not too much, no? So can practice spiritual life. In the lower planets, so much suffering, no one can hear. Sit and hear lecture, they cannot. So in lower systems, so much pain, suffering, cannot practice spiritual life. And in higher planets, so much enjoyment, cannot practice. But Earth planet can practice, no? So what was the point of this? So Bulok, Bhuvahalok, Swagalok, Janalok, Mahalok, Tapalok, and the topmost planet in this universe is called Brahmalok. Lord Brahma, with 4 heads, he lives there on that planet. He lived for billions of years. No grey hair like us. No grey hair, no stomach coming out for him. No. These are devas. So on his planet, Bhagavan also lives sometimes. There, Lord Brahma serves him by yagya. In Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Krishna says, Yagna tat kamaro lak yokolam loko yam karma bandhana. Krishna says, I eat by yagya. You know, people do yagya. But who's the enjoyer of yagya? Bhaktaram yagya tapasam. Krishna says, all yagya, like Pandits doing yagya, swaha, understand? Fire sacrifice. Just say yes.
Okay.
Yagya. The Pandits always doing so much yagya, swaha, swaha. And that smoke goes up. But who enjoys that? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what is it? Yagyanam. Bhaktaram yagya tapasam. Krishna says, I am the bhakta, I am the enjoyer of all yagya. That is Vishnu. So Krishna enjoyed that yagya. So on the planet of Brahma, imagine the yagya there. The Brahman is perfect pronunciation of the Vedic mantras. Perfect. They are so clean. 5 times a day they take bath. There is no dust on Brahmaloka, no stool, no pollution. So with perfect pronunciation, perfect purity, they offer the oblations into the yagya, and they see Yagya Purush Vishnu eating that. Sometime he comes, sometime he doesn't come. So Lord Brahma thinks this is Bhagavat Seva, this is service to Bhagavan, like this. So pure, so clean, so perfect. But Brahma seeing what? In Vrindavan, what Krishna doing? Stealing pakora, eating pakora. The boys are throwing pakora, like this. They're eating in villages. They're not speaking Sanskrit like village language. No. Tira, tira, Krishna saying, oh cows, come to the bank of the river. Nira, nila, drink, drink, like this, village language. Gram vadi swachastitam. Krishna's all activities like villager. Like even at home, when you go to Jaffna, right? Village people is little low class, but the city people, educated, proper. So Brahma thinking like this. What is this? Village. And wintertime in Vrindavan cold. They're taking every bath. They're taking bath every day, no guarantee. So pick a nose, wipe in here. Brahma looking. Then Brahma become confused. What is this? Who is this boy? Is this really Bhagavan, or is this some ordinary fellow? Some villager? So Brahma confused, because he think this is not the activities of Bhagavan. On his planet, Bhagavan have completely different mood. Not like this Braj Leela. So Brahmaji also become confused. Something. What is this? What is this? So, especially there was one, anyway, we won't tell that, we'll just tell very simply tonight. So Brahmaji become confused. Who is Krishna? So he want to test him. So what happened? When all boys were joking, eating lunch, this and that, then the calves moved away, because that time Krishna very small, like 6, 7 years old. So Krishna not looking after cows, just practicing with calves, small calves. So all calves moved away to eat grass. And boys are absorbed in lunch lila. So, when the calves went away, Brahmaji stole them. By his mystic yoga, he stole all calves. Understand? Then, all boys eating, where did the calves go? Then Krishna said, don't worry, I will find. You finish your lunch, I will go and look. So Krishna went looking, where are the calves? And when Krishna went looking where are the calves, what happened? Brahmaji stole the boys. No? And he thought, Krishna have no calves, Krishna have no friends, what Krishna will do now? No? So thinking like this, Brahmaji went back to his planet. So, the Vedanta Sutra says, Varu Dharma Asraya. God means, what is the definition of God? Varu Dharma Asraya. Impossible things possible for him. Like in this world, no one can be good looking and ugly at the same time. Right? No one can be poor and wealthy at the same time. No one can be kind and cruel at the same time. Right? But Krishna can. No? That's not a good example, but Krishna bigger than the biggest. Virat Purush. But he also smaller than the smallest. Right? Who's living in every atom? Krishna, the super soul. So Krishna have the power to be at the same time smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. What else? Krishna is inside everything. But at the same time, he is also outside of everything also. In simple language, Krishna is both all-pervading and localized at the same time. Understand? Where is Krishna? Everywhere. Where is he? Not here. Separate. How is that possible? For Krishna it's possible. He never take birth, but he comes from the womb of Mother Yasoda. He is the beginning of everything, but he appears in the baby form. Understand? He is the absolute truth, but he lies. People worship him for this perfection of religion, but he cheats. This is Krishna. He knows everything, but at the same time, he also does not know everything. Mukta, we say, bewildered and all-knowing at the same time. This is God. He's the witness of everything. He sees everything, but at the same time, he says, also fully detached from everything. Okay. So try to understand that what is impossible for ordinary person, easy for Krishna. So at first Krishna become confused. Where, Krishna, where are my friends? Where are my calves? How can I go home to Vrindavan? My mother will beat me. The mothers will ask, where's my sons? What answer will I give? So at first Krishna like ordinary person, like crying. Maybe you're young and you lost something belonging to your parents. I remember one time, I stole mother's father's tennis racket. And we were playing tennis. Then we left, and I left them there, and stolen. How much panic? No? How can I avoid going home? Maybe I can go to the forest. Maybe I can do something. So maybe Krishna a little like that. Krishna also afraid. What happened? What will I tell everyone? What's going on? Even Krishna described Krishna also weeping a little bit. Oh no, where have my friends gone? So Brahma is like ordinary child. No? But when Krishna wants to know, he can know. So he meditate, what is happening? Oh, Brahmaji is testing me. When he wants to know, he can also know everything. Brahma is testing me. So Krishna smiled. Oh, yoga, Brahma testing me by his yogic power. So Krishna, in 1 second, he make millions of new boys, millions of new cows. From his own, these are his own personal expansions. They finished lunch, they went home. All cows going to their own shed, all boys going to their own parents. So why Krishna allowed this pastime? No? Because don't think Krishna only have one mother and father. Because he is unlimited, he can have unlimited millions of mothers and fathers. So in Vrindavan, all the ladies, mothers, they thought, I wish Krishna could directly drink my breast milk like a son. I wish. But he is the son of Yasoda, not possible. But all ladies had a desire. I wish Krishna was my son. All cows wished, I wish Krishna would drink my milk directly, not just this. I wish he would drink directly. So all cows had a desire. I wish Krishna was my son also. And all young gopis, small girls, they wanted, I wish Krishna was my husband. But how possible, only one Krishna? So all these ladies had desire. So Krishna fulfilled their desires. How? He became millions and millions of cows, identical to the original. And these cows went home and drinking the milk from the mothers. But who are these cows? These calves are now Krishna personally. No? All ladies, when their sons came home, their son is now Krishna. They embraced, they bathed, they fed, no? They massaged, they sing songs for him to sleep. And now Krishna is their son. And all small girls, that time Yogamaya, Purnamasi, she is the guru of Vrindavan. She announced, now is very good astrological time. All young girls should marry right now. So, at one time, all the girls in the village of Vrindavan were married. And who they married? Who? Krishna. All these boys are not boys, they're Krishna now. So this way all these girls had their desire, Krishna will be my husband. So Brahmaji thinking, I disturb Krishna. But nothing disturbs Krishna. His Leela expand more and more and more. So Brahmaji, he thought, now I finished Krishna. So he went back to his planet. When he got there, then the guards kicked him out. Get out of here! What? Are you mad? You don't know who I am? Yeah, who are you, buddy? I am Lord Brahma. You think we're idiots? The real Brahma is inside. He already warned us, be careful. There's a plastic Brahma, a fake Brahma. And he's pretending to be me. Don't let him inside. So who is Brahma now? Krishna. Krishna became Brahma and took his position. Kicked him out of his planet. You want to kick me out of Vrindavan? No, I kick you out. So Brahma lost everything. No followers, no planet. He came back to Vrindavan. And for Brahma, 1 second to come and back. But for Earth planet, 1 year. And when he came back, he saw no disturbance. Krishna again having lunch. Krishna again with the cows. Krishna again with his friends. So Brahma confused. Because Brahma created everything here. So Brahma think, this all boys and cows, where it came from? This is not my creation. I not made this. What happened to the original boys? He meditated. Those original ones that I stole, still there. And these ones, these are not my creation. So where did these new set of boys come from? It's all right, leave it open. No? Aren't we allowed to have oxygen? Is it? No one's cold, right? No. So Brahma become confused. These boys, these cows, not my creation. Where they come from? So Brahma's head is spinning. No. I not stopped Krishna's Leela at all. 1 year, everything going on perfectly. So Brahma is thinking that time, these boys are who? Who are these boys? Where they come from? That moment, Krishna gave some mercy to Lord Brahma. Each boy, each calf, Vishnu Sarup. Vishnu means unlimited potency. So Brahmaji saw millions and millions of Vishnus, like thousands of sons. In Bhagavad Gita says, one Krishna like million of sons. And thousands of Krishnas. Imagine, so much opulence, so much wealth, so much power, so much sweetness. from millions and millions of forms, Brahmaji become overwhelmed and he falls unconscious. And then he wake up and he realized, I have done wrong. I am testing that person who is unlimited. So that time he offered some prayers. Okay, so these prayers called Brahmastuti, I think 44 verses. We will not do all tonight, just 4 or 5 we will do. So these prayers are like the essence of the Vedas, because all Veda come from Brahma. But in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Vedyat Triguna Visayam. The Veda mostly deal with materialistic topics. Astrology, how to get a good wife, how to have good children, how to go to Swarga, how to get mystic powers, how to enjoy wealth in this world, happiness in the next world. So most of the Vedas mixed with material things. But these prayers of Brahma know one touch of material thing. So this is like the essence of the Veda. Like you churn milk, what happens? Butter comes out. Ghee. No? So these prayers like ghee. No material topics, very nice, wonderful prayers. So tonight, not too long. So we can hear some prayers of Brahma. What Brahma think about Krishna? So what did he see? Now medite abruvapase tatat ambaraya. Many people think God has no form. Is it true? What do you think? Many people think. Come in. Many people think God is Nirgun, Nirakar, Nirvishesh. Many people think God has no name, no form, no qualities, no activities. Sit. No? But this is not true. Supreme Lord has an eternal, attractive, human-like form. No? And Brahma seeing directly. No mijite abru vapase tatedambara. Krishna is black, but very sweet. Very sweet. No? When Gurudev would go to Africa, when Gurudev said God is black, all Africans become so happy. But he would say, but not black like you guys, very sweet. Very sweet. No? Like a dark rain cloud. No mijite abru vapase. In his hand, in one hand, he have some rice with yogurt. Actually, they lot in Tamil. What's it called? The rice with the yogurt mixed? Huh? Right. Krishna eating like that. But village boy, so using left hand as plate. Right? You eat with left hand? No. But Krishna doing. Left hand plate. And here is some mango pickle, lemon pickle, what else? Chili pickle, sour pickle, and eating like this. So they say in India, only cow and dog eat standing up. No? But Krishna moving and eating like this. No mijite adruvase tatanambaraya. And what he wearing? Like in Vaikuntha, Narayan have so many gold, so many jewels. Here, Ratnangadam. But Krishna wearing what? Just some flowers. Actually here. Like Gunja, some berries. No, very simple village decoration. But he looks so attractive. On his head he had peacock feather. Yellow cloth. He have a stick for guarding, for moving the cows. A flute in his belt. No? So Brahmaji prays to this form of Krishna. Oh my Lord, Supreme Personality, I do pranam to you. You are son of the king of the coward boys, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Your body is dark blue, like a rain cloud. Your face looks very beautiful. You have gunja earrings. There's a berry in India called gunja, red. Krishna have earrings made of gunja berries. Gunjamvatam sari pacha lesan mukaya. You are eating some yogurt and rice. You have peacock feather on your head. You look supremely attractive. I give pranam to you. Right? If God has no form, how can you think of Him? How can you pray to Him? Guru Maharaj says, like in Islam, people pray to God, but God has no ears, He cannot hear your prayer. He has no mouth, He cannot answer. So, God have eternal body. Okay, what's your name again?
Abina.
Abinu. If you walk out of the class with just one remembrance, God have a form, then this class is enough, successful. You know? So, Brahmaji says, Asyapi Dev Bapusa Mad Anugrahasya. Krishna, you gave me so much mercy. Just like we cannot see the sun without the sunlight. No? In the same way, no one can understand Krishna without his mercy. Therefore, the beginning of devotion is Nama. Namo Deva Damo Dadananta Vishnu Namaha. Krishna, you are unlimited. I cannot understand you by your own efforts, by my own efforts. Please be kind to me. Please be merciful. Therefore, whenever we go to temple, what's the first thing we do? Bow. Means I have no power to see you, but you have power to see me. So Krishna gives mercy, then we can understand. No? So Asyapi Dev Vapusa Mad Anugrahasya. Oh Krishna, you give me so much mercy. You are so kind to me. Why no one can measure you? Because God is unlimited. Krishna is unlimited. No one can measure me. You are beyond the mind, beyond the senses. But you are so kind. You show me this form directly before you. And this form of yours exists just to give mercy to the devotees. Krishna full of mercy. So, my mind have no attachment to this world, but even I cannot understand it. Right? So how we can understand Krishna with our mind full of thoughts of petrol strike and COVID and the vaccine and how I'm going to pay this bill and my children are crazy and I'm going to lose my job. Is this boy any good or not? Our mind full of thoughts, how we will understand Krishna. Brahmaji is saying, my mind have no material thoughts, but I cannot understand it. Understand, mother, my English?
Yeah.
So even Brahma says, I cannot understand you. And my mind is completely non-material, but I cannot understand it. No? Only one person understands you, that person who gets your mercy. Jnane prayasam udapashyana manteva jivanti satmukaratam varadiyavatam stane stita shutikatam tanovak mano beje prayase ajita jitos tapastais triloki. Then who can understand you? Famous verse. Jnane prayasam. How big is Krishna? How fat is Krishna? What are his incarnations? What are his potencies? Who can understand? Just give up. Don't try to measure Krishna by your intelligence. What's his name? Your Augustus.
August.
How big is your brain? How many kilos? 1.5 kilo.
Okay.
1.5 kilo. 95% of that is water. So do the math. How big is your brain? About 60 grams. Like a chickpea. So with a tiny intelligence, you want to understand something which is unlimited, all-pervading. So give up. Don't try to understand. Don't try to speculate. What is God? How is God? No. But just hear. Jnane prayas. Give up mental speculation, guesswork. But just hear. Jnane prayas. Udapan. Just hear from the mouth of the devotees. Which devotee? Jivanti sat mukaratam. Sat means whose life is really, they're not saying one thing and doing another thing. Now these days the British are famous. Don't want to criticize the British, but do as I do, don't do as I say. No, but sadhu is not like that. No, Shivam was saying, oh, the sadhu is nonsense, doing so much nonsense. This is true, but real sadhu is not, we cannot say all sadhus are useless. Okay, many are, yes, that is true, and they are a disgrace. But you cannot say there is no sadhu in this world. Real sadhu always exists in this world, otherwise this world have no value. Otherwise no one could achieve perfection without the guidance of perfect sadhu. No? So, it's true, many are bad, but you cannot say all is bad. So, Real sadhu exists in this world. And we should hear from them. No? Stane stita, what should I do? Yesterday, Augusta was with us. What should I do? I want to earn money. No problem. Don't quote me on that. But no need to change anything, Augustus. Brahmaji is saying, Stane stita. Wherever you are, just remain in your position. Gurudev would say, if you're married, stay married. If you're not married, don't marry. If you're a doctor, stay a doctor. Means no need to change anything to become a devotee. Okay, if you're selling drugs or, you can change a little bit. But no need to change anything in your life. Whatever you're doing, just stay there. And hear. In this way you can conquer Krishna, who is called Ajit, who is unconquerable. So hearing has so much power. By hearing you can understand Krishna. But we have to hear from devotee, not from some person with ulterior motives. We have to hear from devotee. Shreyam Sritim Bhakti Udupasyate Babu Kleshanti Te Kevalal Bodha Labdaya. Oh Krishna, you are achieved only by devotion. What is bhakti? Simple. Hearing about Krishna. 9 ways to serve Krishna. What's the first? Hearing. If we don't hear about Krishna, how can we serve him? So we have to hear. What does he look like? What's his name? Where he lives? What he likes? What he does? So hearing is the first way to serve Krishna. No? So easy, right, Augustus? To serve Krishna easy. Just hear. No? Saraswati Thakur would say, give me your ears. That's all I want. I want your ears. Just hear. No? So hear, and what you hear you speak to others. That is kirtan. And what you hear and speak about you will remember. That is called smaran. But hearing is most important. Hearing, try and hear. Okay? So, Shreya Shrutim Bhaktim Udapashitevabu. Krishna, you are achieved only by devotion, bhakti. Bhakti means to serve. Means if we hear, we should think, I'm hearing only for Krishna's happiness. Like I'm giving lecture. But I should be thinking, I'm speaking only for Krishna's happiness, Krishna's service. An audience should also be thinking, I'm hearing for Krishna's enjoyment, Krishna's pleasure. So this is bhakti. Hearing, chanting, remembering. I'm going to the temple, Jai Jagadisha Hari, give me a house by the sea. No. Krishna, I'm going to the temple. Why? If Krishna sees me, he'll become happy. That is devotion. I'm offering prayers. Why? For Krishna's happiness, nothing else. I don't want anything from Krishna. This is pure devotion. This is called Bhakti Yoga. Yoga means to join. So we join with the Supreme by a mood of service. So easy. Even the poorest person can serve Krishna by tulsi leaf. Even no tulsi leaf, just ordinary flour, fruit, water. Even you have no water, you can please him just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Come on, you won't die, it's alright. So easy to serve Krishna. Just chant his names. Does it cost you anything? Free. No. Everything else costs you, but Krishna's service doesn't cost. Mirabai, one devotee, she said, what is it? Chona lembe din bharata subayo. Kachana koi chona lembe din bharata subayo. Where's this guy gone from Bangalore? He ran. He didn't last long, did he? So Mirabai, one great devotee, she said, this bhakti yoga doesn't cost anything. Karachna koi. Harinam is free. Chona lembe. No one can steal it from it. And din bharata subayo. Every moment it increases. No? Always increasing. So this is called bhakti. So Brahmaji said, one who gives up bhakti and tries any other process to achieve a perfection, that is like a fool who tastes the husk of rice. What's husk of rice?
Like the thing that...
Tamil. Shivam, what's husk of rice in Tamil? Oh my God, you've forgotten everything. If you beat rice, you take the rice and the skin is left.
The shell.
Ah.
Huh? Domi?
Umi. Shell.
Huh? God, everyone forgot everything. So, one who beats the husk of rice, what he gets? Nothing. Only blisters. So in the same way, one who gives up serving you and does some other effort for self-realization is like a person who beats the husks of rice. What he gets? Nothing and only hard labor. No? So bhakti is not difficult, very easy, right? Even if we eat chicken at the time, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No? Even chicken eaters can chant Harinam. Meat eaters can also chant. Alcoholics can also chant. No? And by the power of the name, they will also very quickly give up these bad habits. Okay? Okay. Where's your other sister? She's run. Okay, you tell her that after class. No? So, this is Lord Brahma, the ultimate Vedic authority, saying, no? One who gives up your service for some other process of self-realization is like a fool who beats the husks of rice. What he gets? No benefit, only hard labor. No? So, Shivam, this world is full of suffering. Sometimes people say, if God is so kind, why He give us so much misery? No? But God is not to blame for the misery of this world. No? Because we have done the activities. We are getting the results of our past life activities. So don't complain, we believe. Don't complain. God, like this. They say, if you spit on God, where it goes. Like that. So no need to complain too much. Because if I punch myself in the face, who's to blame? No one else. So no need to blame. He is the cause of my unhappiness. It's his fault. It's her fault. It's the government's fault. It's the politician's fault. It's the doctor's fault. It's this guy's fault. This guy's fault. The dog's fault. The cat's fault. No. Your fault. We have done the past bad activities. No? So don't blame anyone. Just tolerate. One who has this mentality, just tolerate. Because Krishna is so kind, He's just giving me one drop of what I really deserve. There was one sadhu, there's a story. He was walking outside one house, going past the window, and inside one lady was there. So the ashes from the fire, the garbage, the ashes, she threw out the window. She didn't know the sadhu was there. So all this ash came on the sadhu. Sadhu did not become angry. What did he say? Oh, today I was meant to be burnt to ashes, but Krishna's so kind, He just gave me ashes. So we should look at this mentality. Krishna's so kind, He just given me one drop of what I really deserve. Who just tolerates with this spirit, this understanding. And no matter what condition, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Hare. In happiness and in distress, who does not give up remembrance of Krishna, Brahmaji says, this person is eligible for liberation. This person can achieve perfection. But our problem, we chant, but when some bad thing happened, why Krishna didn't help me? And we give up our practices. So when too much misery, people give up. And when too much enjoyment, like Augustus now, but he meets some beautiful girl, then forget everything, Krishna Krishna. Too much enjoyment make you forget, and too much suffering make you forget. But devotees should be equal, not disturbed by enjoyment. That is also temporary. Right? If you get a lot of money, do you think it will stay with you? One day it has to go. So when it comes, don't become mad. And when you lose it, don't become mad. Brahmaji says, who has this mentality, he is eligible for liberation. He can get. Understand? Okay. So many beautiful prayers. We cannot say through all of them. But 2, 3 main ones here is main, because it gets more interesting. He says, when Madhusuda, one day baby Krishna ate dirt. You know this story? No. Baby Krishna ate dirt. Then the boys told to Madhusuda, Kanaya is eating dirt. How much dirt he ate? This much. But boys telling mother this much. Basketball size. Kanaya eating dirt. So Mother Yasoda ran there. Are you eating dirt? No, Mother, I not eat dirt. I not eat dirt, but Mother not believe. Open mouth. So Krishna did not want his mother to see the dirt in the mouth. So when he opened his mouth, what did she see? The entire creation inside his mouth. No, millions of universes. So Brahmaji said, I'm in one universe, and all universes inside you. So I am disturbing you. This is like baby kicking. No? When she was in your child, you had two in your womb at the same time, right? So both of them fighting, right? So both babies kicking at the same time. Did you become angry? Hey, shut up! Because mother. So Brahmaji prayed like that. Krishna, I'm like your child. I'm inside the womb, inside your stomach, and my disturbing you, this is like baby doing like this. So don't be angry. Also when Brahma born, he born from the lotus like baby an umbilical cord. So you are like my father. So I'm disturbing you, please tolerate. You are the original Narayan, the source of Lord Narayan, the source of all incarnations. So, who can understand you? What you do, where you go, how you do? Ko veti bhuman bhagavan paramatmanam. O Paramatma, super soul. Who can understand where you go, what you do, which universe you're moving, what pastimes you're doing? No one can understand your spiritual activities. No. So, finally, he doing many prayers, but Krishna not even looking at him too much. Krishna was taking lunch. No? So Brahma giving many prayers, but these prayers not attract Krishna so much. So Brahma think carefully, what I have to speak that Krishna pays attention to me. No? So Brahmaji spoke here. No? Tad astu me nat saburi bhagyo anyatra vanyatra tucha tarishkam. Eko pi bhavad jananam bhutva nisev tavapada pallabam. No, tad astu me nat. Oh Krishna, give me mercy. I pray. What? Maybe I cannot understand you because I am so much proud of my beauty, my knowledge, my wealth, my opulence, my high birth. I have many, many disqualifications. So I pray if you give me mercy, next life, I can be born somewhere here in this Vrindavan. No, Vrindavan is Krishna's own abode. Vrindavanam parityaja padamekam nagachati. Krishna never take one step outside of Vrindavan. No? So Tad astu me nat saburi bhagyo. Krishna, if you give me mercy, if you are kind to me, next life, I want to take birth anywhere here in Vrindavan. Even bird, stick, insect, blade of grass, or stone. No? Yenaham ekopi bhavajananam. I want to serve you under the guidance of one of your devotees. Which devotee? Brahma not say her name. Because in Vedic culture, for example, wife have too much respect for husband, she not says his name. You say husband's name? No. See, in Vedic culture, too much respect for husband.
Using different words.
What he said?
He said using different words.
Some emergency name is there, but really Vedic culture, wife not say name. No. Wife not say name of husband, too much respect. Because like Guru. So Brahma have too much respect for who? This is Radharani. So he not say the name of Radharani, but inside next life, I take birth anywhere. Stone, bird, insect, tree, grass. No, but, no. To this, Yenaham ekopi bhavajananam. I want to be under the guidance of one of your devotees. Who is that? Radharani. You know, heard name of Radharani? If you say Radha, 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 Krishna run for you. He run. No. Maharaj said a very nice thing the other day. No? When someone say Ra, Ra, the first Radha, Ra, Then Krishna run Da, because that name Krishna doesn't want to drop on the ground, so Krishna runs Radha. Krishna has so much. Krishna's life and soul is the name of Radha. All world chant Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But what mantra Krishna chants? 2 syllable, Radha, Radha. So, Radhe Naam Gane Bhai Krishna Charane Pai. Who chants Radhe, Radhe, quickly Krishna becomes their property. Quickly they can attract Krishna. So this is Krishna's weakness. Not Krishna's weakness, this is strength. That Krishna has so much love for the devotees. And of all devotees, who is the best? Come on, say it. Radharani. Radharani. No? So Brahmaji not say name because Guru. But he have desire secretly. No? So, Bhutvani Seva Tadapada Palavam. If I can get the shelter of Radharani, then I can really and properly engage in your service. No? Therefore, Brahma have so much respect for the gopis. For that reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Diksha in this sampradaya. No? So when you go to Radharani's village, if you come Shivam, must come one time. There's the big hill. So we believe that hill is called Brahmapadavat, where Radharani on top, where her house is, that hill is Brahmapadavat, the head of Lord Brahma. Because he pray, I want the foot dust of the gopis, the foot dust of Radhika on my head. And if you go to Krishna's village, there's a big mountain that is called Shiv Parvat. And Shiv there, Shiv also want the foot dust of his Ishtadev, Aradyadev, Sri Krishna. No, so this is very confidential, no? Even not said in commentary, I heard from Madhusudana Maharaj, then we can say, no? Aho iti danya brajagodharmanya stana mrita piba ati iti muda. Then Brahma smiling, Krishna, how much happiness you get by drinking this milk? From the cows, from these mothers. I think you get more happiness drinking this milk from these ladies and cows than you get by hearing the Vedic prayers. So much you become happy by that, no? All the Vedic sacrifices performed since the beginning of creation have not given you as much happiness as these cows and ladies give when they give their breast milk to you. Therefore, finally, aho bhagyam nanda gopa brajasikam yanmitram paramanandam punabrahma sanatanam. How greatly fortunate are these villagers, Krishna's mother and father, Krishna's friends, the Braja Gopis. No? Why? They do not know Krishna as the absolute truth. They only know him as their friend, as their master, as their beloved. Aho bhagyam. Brahmaji have to say 2 times. How they are very fortunate. How they are very fortunate. Why? Yan Purna Brahma Sanatanan, the supreme ancient personality, has become their friend. Therefore they have so much good luck. So Guru Maharaj would say, when Brahmaji speak these last 3-4 verses, glorifying Radharani, glorifying the gopis, glorifying the cows, glorifying the residents of the village of Vrindavan, then Krishna smiled towards Brahma. No? He attracts Krishna by these prayers. So if we do a little bit of bhajan of Krishna, a little bit of worship of Krishna, but in relationship to the Brijavasi, Krishna in relationship to Govardhan, to Yamuna, to the gopis, to Nanda Yasoda, a little bit of that relation, then that will attract the mind of Krishna. Otherwise, Brahmaji praying 40 prayers, Krishna never look at him once. But when Brahma mentioned the Braja Gopis, when he mentioned the Brijabasis, then Krishna become happy. Krishna bless him. So, in this way, Brahmaji rolled on the ground in ecstasy. Why? He want the foot dust of all these cows, all these gopis. No? So, Tadburi bhagyam iha janma kim ati apavat yad gokalaki aki. No, sorry. Tadburi bhagyam ki yad buri bhagyam iha janma kim api atavyam yad gokalaki api. Katamangri Rajobhishekam Yastu Nikilam Bhagavan Mukundas Tad Adyapi Yad Padaraj Shruti Mijameva. I want the food dust of these Brijabasis. No? Like, do you bow to mother and father when you were small? Just say yes.
Okay.
Now big. Now it's the opposite. You have to bow to her every morning, right? But we believe, we bow to the superiors, we get their food dust, then our life becomes successful. You used to bow to your mother and father? Yeah. Don't lose the tradition. Sometimes do. So we believe like that. We go to the temple, we bow to the great personalities, Mahadev, Ganesh. These are also great persons. So we bow. We believe their food dust come on my head, my life is successful. You know, like humility. It's the high person, means that much humility, that much someone has humility, that much they're great. You know? Like even Krishna, when some Narad or some great person, then Krishna also bowed to them to teach us. So Brahma is saying, Tadburi Bhagyam Ihe Jalma Tavat. My birth as Brahma, not successful. I want next life I can take birth as a stone. Which stone? Stone is very bad birth. But he prayed to take birth as a stone. So, before in India, now everyone have flush toilet. But before they had no flush toilet. They have, when you're a small girl, they have this. Everyone passed stool into one pot. And some poor guy have to carry that pot. No? That's what they call untouchable. Because always stool and urine and dirt, so nobody hugged them or anything. They're called untouchable. So these untouchables all day, they're cleaning the stool, sweeping the drains, collecting the garbage. When they come home, they wipe their feet on one stone before they go in the house. No, all the dirt and mud. Understand? So Brahmaji says, I want to be that stone. So the Brijabasis, they come and their foot dust, they put on my head. Then my pride of my high birth, learning, beauty, that will be destroyed. And then I can love Krishna with feeling. Why? These Brijabasis, these cows, birds, trees, humans, all have perfect love for Krishna. Especially the gopis. So when the gopis move here and there, their foot dust can come on my head. Then I can get some love of Krishna. No. Otherwise, how I will find Krishna? Because even the Vedas are searching for Krishna but cannot find him. Okay? Even the Vedas looking, where is Krishna? Cannot find. Therefore, these Brijabasis are even more than the Vedas. Can you believe this? Brahma is saying. So how much humble? How much humble? Some say for this, Brahmaji prayed like this, therefore next life he took birth as Haridas Thakur. You know, and he fulfilled his desires. So Brahmaji thinking, when I think, what you will give these Brijabasis, these gopis and gopas, how Krishna will repay them, then Brahmaji says, I become confused. There was one demon called Putana. No? She came when Krishna was born to kill Krishna by she put some poison on her breast, you know, Putana. One witch, Dakini. She came to kill baby Krishna when Krishna was only 7 days old. But she came dressed as a Brajabasi, as a gopi, to kill Krishna. But Krishna thought she'd give me her breast like mother. So Krishna gave her a position in the spiritual world like mother. So kind, right? What's your name, son? Huh? Praveen. If someone came to kill you, what would you do? Kill them first, right? Okay, don't worry. Maybe he's a bit young, right? Before someone kills you, you kill them, right? Do unto others before they do unto you. But Krishna is not like that. She came to kill him, and Krishna said, no, you came like mother. So Krishna gave her eternal position in the spiritual world as mother. So kind. And Putana have one brother. Was that Bakasur? Horrible demon, tried to kill Krishna. But Krishna thought, his sister is my mother. So he is like uncle something. So Krishna also give him position like that. So Brahma thinking, if Krishna gave position like mother, like uncle to these two demons who want to kill him, then what Krishna will give these Brijabasis, the gopis and gopis who love him so much, what he will give them? So Brahmaji cannot think what he will give them. So his head is spinning like that. Oh Krishna, you sold yourself to the dynasty of Putana just because she pretended to be your mother. Then what you will give your real mothers and fathers? Brahmaji said, I have no words to describe. I cannot think. So, finally, Tavad Rajadhyastenas Tavad Griham. Oh Krishna, until people become your devotees, their houses are like prisons. Their attachment for their family members like chains and foot shackles. Okay? So he offered his prayers. Oh Krishna, now I want your permission to leave. You know and see everything. You own everything, but still, my one universe, I offer to you. He did like that. So, seeing that, Brahmaji rolled, but he had 4 heads. So he rolling on the ground like this. Again and again he stand up and bow, stand up and bow. So these village boys, the Brijabasis, they'd never seen anyone with 4 heads. They'd never seen any demigod. So when Brahmaji was going up and down doing his prayers, the boys were laughing. Choma, choma. Choma means 4 mouths in village talk. Choma, choma. So that village is still there. Choma, choma. No? So Brahma, he did his prayers. I offer obeisances. And he left. No? So it's very sweet. Many, many prayers we're just telling. Very short. No, but just I'm saying all this, not so easy to understand Krishna if we use our own intelligence or our own false ego, but we surrender with sincere heart and just do a little bit of service, then Krishna easily understood. Okay, are there any questions from the people? Questions, mother? Where's your sister gone? Run. Where's she gone?
She's making food.
No, she's not. She's escaping. Tika, thank you very much. Any questions, Shivam?
No.
Tika, thank you for having us. Wonderful program. Yes, sir.
I heard that Ravana was quite famous in Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, yeah. Famous, great personality he was, actually. Maybe we'll talk about that another night at Kevin's house. Very interesting, great person. Great person. Many people misunderstand him. Maybe tonight or tomorrow night, if you like, we can speak his history. Is it a good idea? Don't worry, just say yes. When in doubt, just say yes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ramo, Hare Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal Jaya Jaya, 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 Radha Ramana Hari Govinda 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 Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal 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 Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda 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 Jaya Jaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Go Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much.
Shri Gurudev Shri Bhaktivedanta Damodar Maharaj ki
Jai. Mahaprasad ki
Jai.